Okay.
My name is Susan, and I want to share my story with you about how I came to the House of Refuge Sunnyslope and the transformation that I've undergone as a result of being here. I want to start with the beginning. About 10 months ago, I had a very difficult situation where I actually ended up homeless in the park, not something I ever thought would happen. It was surreal, and I was afraid, and each day I experienced increasing despair and really, honestly, did not know what to do. And I remember very distinctly there was a point towards the end in which I was laying in the grass, and the grass was cool. It was later in the evening, and I remember just outstretching my arms and laying there, and I said to God, I said, it's okay. I'm good. You can take me. I've had a good life. It's okay. And I really meant that. And within 2 days, someone recommended that I contact the House of Refuge, which I did, and I set up an appointment, and I had an interview. And it was surreal because I didn't really think at that point, what would happen. And I remember interviewing with Nicole. And at the end of the interview, she said she excused herself, and she left for a moment and came back. She said, okay. She sat down across from me and said, I've spoken with Julie, and we're going to accept you into the program. It's really important to me that you understand what I heard, and what I knew she was saying was, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And I remember that. And in that moment, she was my angel. And then I was soon in the House of Refuge, and I looked back on that time and in that moment in that park, that in growing in my faith and through the understanding and being open to God through the House of Refuge, that moment was the moment that I surrendered. And I also know that was a miracle. It was an absolute miracle. It was as though God saw and said, okay, you've surrendered. I'm going to scoop you up out of that park, and I'm going to place you in the House of Refuge. And it will be a new reset for you and a new beginning. I thought living in the park was the end. It wasn't. It was the beginning. And it was my miracle. And I can never forget.